Hi everybody. My face is all pink. It's cold as shit out here. Alright, what's up? California Mechanic. Bang. Today we're working on this big old harvester machine. We're going to teach you how to change these bearings. We already taught you how to do a couple of the bearings for the top, but we're going to teach you step by step now. Taking them off, putting them on. When I say changing them for roller bearings, this is a roller. This is what the belt goes on. It adjusts, you know what I mean? It's adjusts back and forth, whatnot. And I'll show you what we'll be changing. Hope everyone's having a good morning. Okay. So here's what we'll be changing. Bam. We're going to be changing these rollers, or these bearings, for the roller that's inside of there. I don't know if you guys, there it is. Ooh. We'll be changing that one. And we'll be changing that one. Right there. And we'll show you guys how to do that. So let's go get the tools we need. We'll get going. Okay. So for these, we will need, oh, I already got the tools over there. We're gonna need a 9/16 wrench, a 9/16 socket, an Allen wrench, and a pick so you can get the grease out. What's up, Four Corners? Good morning, man. How you doing, brother? All right. So here's all of our bearings. Oh. There we go. So here's all of our bearings. We got the square bearings. We got our egg-shaped bearings. But I'm looking for these bearings. Man. Our bearings with the flat bottom. And take two of them. Man.
There's about 30 bearings on each machine.
What's up?
Then there's about 30 bearings on each machine.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of bearings. And they're not easy, so if this takes time, you know what I mean? We get mad, we get happy, but stuff gets done. I'm doing good, Four Corners, brother. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm not going to talk about personal problems, which, you know what I mean, everything's going good besides that. Alrighty now. Oh, I forgot this thing. Put these down right here. Oh, okay. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Here's what it looks like where I work right now. So here's the inside of the shop, right? Bam, and then here's the outside view. Bam. Here you guys go on. Some mountains and stuff. Some of the machines we worked on. All the mountains in the back. It's pretty nice. I need to get this thing. This is what California Mechanic's working on. Same stuff we worked over there on the top that we showed you in the last video. Yeah, it's pretty windy. Alright. I need my hooker pad. Hold on. Bam. Huh?
We're gonna have to close that door.
Close it while you cold? Yeah. Oh, he broke it. That was live. You saw it. He broke it. Leaving, gliding, moving. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna set this camera up, and we're gonna get going. Why is it not? There we go. Okay. You want to do the recording?
I guess.
Okay. Why not? Why not? Alright, I'm gonna hand it over to California Mechanic. He's gonna do his thing.
Four corners says he has to go.
Okay, have a good day, brother.
He's not looking at you. No. There you go.
Have a good day, brother. Thanks for stopping by this morning. Alright. Okay.
Let him get on his knees.
Yeah. Alright, so these right here, the whole basic machine just takes 9/16, maybe a ½ inch every now and then, but basically you can do all the bearings with these, and you can change all the grease certs with this. This is an 8mm.
You're gonna need your Allen wrench.
Oh yeah, and my Allen wrench. Hold on. I showed you guys the Allen wrench too, I didn't bring it.
Get the pickle fork too.
It's already too late. And the other jail. And the other's a waste. So how I do this personally is, here's the 9/16 bolts. There's 2 of them on each side, like this side and that side bearing. Just take them off like any other bolt. And then, oh, first off though, right here is an adjusting bolt. This is what you use when you put the belt on. The belt's not on yet, but you tighten this and it'll either tighten the belt or loosen it so you can work on it. But luckily it's off right now, so it's all easier to work on. These machines are not easy to work on either. Wait. Sometimes bearing comes off easy, most of the time they don't. And it's always good to put brand new bolts and nuts on them too. So now that it's free, you can see this greaser right here, but this actually wraps around the back and goes to the other one, but I'll show you guys that later. Sometimes they're on that side. So now there's this keyway right here that you use the Allen wrench for, and there's 2 of them. And it already looks like it's gonna come off pretty easy, so we're lucky. So there's one right there and one right there. You wanna dig them out?
That one doesn't even look like it's tightened.
I know. Bam.
I got lucky.
And just like that, they come off. Not really.
That was a fluke on that one.
That was a fluke. But for video's sake, it works. You know what I mean? So also, you want to make sure that the grease certs are always going the same way when you take them off.
And that's the grease cert is.
Yeah, and this, here, I'll just show you one. So this came off like this. This is a grease cert right here. Bam. So that's a grease cert. That's what you put your grease gun on, and then it'll actually squirt grease out through the bearings right here. Grease is inside of the bearings. So slide that off. And then as you can see, it's got 2 keyways right there too. And depending on where the grease cert is, this will either go on the inside or outside, but you should try to make it so these are on the outside. It's a lot easier to work with. Oh, so before we do that, come with me. We're gonna get some sandpaper, and we're gonna get some anti-seize. You don't need a lot of sandpaper, just a little bit. It doesn't got to be heavy. I don't even know what kind of grade this is. Who cares?
Probably 80.
Probably 80. And then this is anti-seize. You put this on bolts or anything you don't want to get rusted that you know is going to be there over time. It makes it so it comes off easier.
Hence the name.
Hence the name, anti-seize. Alright. So this knob right here, you want to work this knob real good. You know what I mean?
Oh, Indian burn?
Huh?
Oh, Indian burn?
Yeah, give it an Indian burn. Is anybody watching right now?
No.
No? Alright. It's alright. Like, where is everybody? It's okay. I got rid of my weed videos. It's okay. Alright. As you guys can see, there was a lot of rust on there. And you can see that those keyways weren't very tight, so this actually started spinning inside of there, which caused these grooves right here. So that's what you want to kind of stand away. Alright, so now that we got it nice and smooth, you don't need a whole bunch of anti-seize, just a little bit. Bam, just like that. Just enough to move. Alright. What's up, fat boy? How you doing, brother? Sorry, man, I had a phone call. Gotta go see some people. So, alright, here we go. We're back. I gotta go meet with him at 1:30. So I got off here about 11:30. You only lie when I let you. You drive me crazy as soon as my feet hit the ground. That's not in the song. I made that part up. Alright. So, before I was actually quite politely interrupted, not rudely interrupted. So we have, oh, let me make sure I got the notifications on. Alright. Alright, so we got the anti-seize inside of here, and you leave the chuck keys. We'll just call them chuck keys. They're not really chuck keys. A chuck key is something different, but that's what we're going to call these right now. And you leave them out for now, because you got to make sure that this is flush. When they're brand new, these rollers are basically the same exact dimension as the inside of this. There's no play. So you got to make sure they slide on really well. These are worn out, but the roller itself is still good. There's not any tears or deep grooves in it. So like I said, so we make sure that these are facing out and not on the inside. Just for the mere fact that if these were on the inside and you were able to lock it, getting them off would be really hard, especially if that roller starts sliding over time. So even before you tighten these, you want to get this up to here and put it right where it's adjusted. And you can see where the washers were before. You can get the little grooves, because if it's too far this way, it's going to be too unbalanced, and then it'll actually warp the actual roller. So we're not going to put on these old bolts. Always good to put on new bolts. In Spanish, this bolt right here is called the tornillo, and this nut right here is called a tuerca. Little Spanish lesson. Got a headache super bad. Alright, so we got brand new ones.
You gotta ask me, didn't I?
And as you can see, these ones got so beat up and worn out, this washer is supposed to come off. It's actually fused to the bolt now. So you put brand new ones. They look exactly the same as these ones. Bam.
Got
Just
one
better.
washer.
Oh, there's more washers. So it's going to be 2 washers on each one. One for the bottom, one for the top. Bam and bam. Oh look, that one's already done. Oh, wow, here we go. The brand new bolts are also 9/16. Whenever you switch out a bolt for something, try to make it the same size, because it sucks when you're out in the field, and just because it's easy to hear to put on a different size bolt, when you're out in the field, it's really hard to go back and get different stuff, especially if you're in mud and all that stuff. So just do your best if you're a mechanic. Try to make them the same size bolts as you took off. All right. Now this, it doesn't seem important, but it is. Now where the camera is right now, I have to stare at California Mechanic's cock. So,
Don't look into the light.
So with these, it's really important. Some people think it's not important to put if the bolt goes on top or the bottom. On these, it is, because a lot of dirt gets built up under here in mud. And when the dirt gets on these threads, it's really hard to get off. So what you want to do is put the actual bolt through the bottom and put the nut on the top. That way it has the least amount of chance to get any dirt in it, and especially when you're trying to work on it later, you won't have to worry about this if it's on the bottom and getting stripped out and then having to replace everything. Just little tiny tips and stuff like that to, as you're going, to make work easier for the future, because you will be changing these. And if you're looking up this video, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so now that we have it just sitting there, you're going to want to push it up to where it's adjusted. You don't want to tighten it completely, just enough to stay where it needs to stay, and then you can adjust it. Okay, so see, now it's stayed, but you can adjust it to where you need it. So just get it right to where the rust marks were for the old ones. Alright, now this bar is still free spinning inside of this bearing. So what you want to do is lock these in, and that way the bar won't free spin as it's going. So you take this, you take these, and just tighten them up. Bam. And bam. Just give it a quick little tighten. I mean, you don't got to tighten them to where it's going to break almost, you know, just tighten them just like that. Alright, that's how you change one bearing on this. Now let's do the other one, because this is a little different. It's got this wire on it right here. So, now we're going to come under here. We may not need a light. Alright, can you see me from there? Or do you need a light?
Yeah, I can see the part, but I can't see you. Oh, now I can.
Okay. So with this one, has this greaser on the bottom. The only problem, like, you would think at first you would want to unscrew this greaser before you take this off. Problem with that is that this isn't a free spinning greaser on the top. It's connected with one hose. So, and it'll twist, and if you twist it too much trying to get it off, the hose will snap. So what you want to do is take off the bearing first, and then you just hold the greaser with any kind of clamp or a wrench.
Battery.
Huh?
It's saying low battery.
Click the power on that box. Did it turn blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all good. All right, so
Partly cloudy says, "What's good, Red in 87?"
what's up, Partly Cloudy? How you doing, brother? All right, so when you grab this, when you take off this bearing, then you can just spin the bearing and it'll come off. And there's also an adjusting bolt right here too. So right now we're gonna take this off and take off that bolt. And those are also 9/16. Is it neighborhood? So don't make me.
Somebody needs a brake change.
Oh, you hear that?
Yeah.
Ow. Hold on, I'm still here, guys.
I like to see you.
All right.
This is the hardest working dude on YouTube.
Who said that?
Partly cloudy.
It's time. Thank you, brother. California Mechanics here too, man. Oh, shit, this bolt is stripped.
It's rusted.
It's
It's really rusted. Want to grab some WD or what?
huh?
Want me to grab some WD?
Yeah, can you grab some of that PV spray?
Yeah. It said much love something. I didn't get to read it.
From Partly Cloudy?
Yeah.
Much love, brother.
Watch your face.
Yeah. Battlefield. Hope is gone. We just squirted some PB Blast on it.
Let's see if we can get it in the picture. There we go.
Yeah, PB Blast. Red in 87 California Mechanic. If you need your rust gone, PB Blast. That's the blast. We need a sponsor. Let's do this. PB Blast. It's a blast.
That's the blast.
Yeah.
Shit works great, he said.
Shit. Hold on. Nick. Okay. Jesus! Yeah, there it goes.
It's almost there.
That's what she said. Ow! Knuckle busters.
That's one down.
All right. See that? All that work for one bolt. Let's do it again. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Now time for the second bolt. That first one's a little rusty. So
This one is too.
This one's all rusty too. Okay. Oh man. There we go. Got it.
There's it down there.
I got it. What's going on, everybody, man? This is some of these bolts be getting you, and then you bust your knuckles and everything too. And it's freezing out here, so that makes it fun.
Well,
All right.
That one came off.
That one came off. It was just the initial. All right. So now we got that off.
It's like you're behind bars.
All right. Hey, man, it happens. All Alright, so I think, oh no, is that it right there? Can you see outside? Is that those things? They are, I can feel two of them. Alright. So California Mechanic can see right there, so I'm gonna do this blindfolded from the back. That sounded fun.
Blindfolded from the back. Yeah.
Give me something to write on.
This one we might need the pickle fork and the hammer. We might not, you never know. Let's do this. Yeah, yeah! Teacher, can't you see? I find the whole blindfolded.
That's what she said.
To see me after school. What's up, Fidel? Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien.
Bien, San José.
What's up?
San José.
Morning.
Morning.
All right.
Why don't you spin it to where you can see it? I think I can get my hand in there, else I'll spin it. So,
Give me something to write on, man.
oh, shot in the dark?
Huh?
That old shot in the dark?
No shit. Oh man. All
You're
right.
gonna have to spin it upside down because there's no way you're gonna get that Allen wrench in there.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna have to spin it. So this.
It's not even on there.
Huh?
It's not even on there. You're spinning it and the wheels, the shaft is staying still. They're not even tightened.
They're not.
Nuh-uh.
All right. Well, let's see if it'll come off. All right.
I mean, you might want to loosen them for.
Oh.
Nope. See?
Bam.
Man, whoever put these on did a shitty job.
Yeah. How those came off should not have came off like that. I mean, yeah, it's easy that we did that.
Just wanted to stop through, show the support, JD Rose.
What's up, JD Rose Groves? How you doing, brother? Thank you for showing the love, brother. All right, so that one came off real easy. So let me clean this off. All right, then we're gonna get the sandpaper and sand. Oh wait, I forgot to show you guys this. All right. So here's what we were talking about with the greaser. So they make them like this with this extension hose that goes all the way from the bottom to here. That way you don't gotta reach in there to grease it. You can just hit them both from this side and right there, and it makes it a hell of a lot easier. Oh. All right, so this is a 1/2 inch, so I gotta go get my crescent wrench. I'll be right back. Ow.
I got a half right there on the top of my toolbox. Looks like what I did last weekend on Buddy's farm, that JD Rose said.
Nice. What kind of farm has he got?
A pickle farm. No, that's not what he said.
All right. So we're just gonna get the crescent, and then you just hold it.
Hazelnut Orchard.
Nice. So you just hold it like that, and then you can just twist the whole bearing, and that way the hose stays still. Gotta make them hose stay still, and then it won't twist off and start acting up. Then you grab your new bearing. Bam. And then it's got the old greaser on it. This being its own greaser, you gotta take off this. That does not look like it's gonna fit in there.
Some of them were like that. Some of them have big greasers. Look inside that box again and see if you can find one with a fat greaser, because There's some that have bigger
Fatter
ones.
ones?
Yeah.
All right. So as you can see, this is the first time I came into this problem. California mechanic came into it the other day. He's telling me this greaser right here is really big. This one is a skinnier one, so we need to find ones that fit that, because that extension with the other hose only fits this part, so it won't fit in that one.
That's even if we have those. I know I ran into that problem on the other ones.
It could just be random.
Yeah. If they're in that box though, they're gonna all be the same.
They're all gonna be the same one.
Yeah. Those are totally different bearings. Check in these boxes over here. They just brought this whole new pallet of whatevers.
Shit. That's sealed.
That looks like a lot of work. Check these ones. No? Same size? We might be shit out of luck on this.
Yeah.
As we open all the rest of the boxes.
Hold on, guys. We're looking. Is anyone even watching?
No.
Hold on, everybody.
Nope.
Well, so anyway, we showed you how to change one bearing. That's exactly how you do it. You just put it on the other side with the fatter greaser. It's the same exact thing. So, unless we get some other ones within the next 30 seconds before I shut this video off, that is how you change bearings on an upright harvester. They're all the same all throughout. And to check how to change them on the ones with pumps or motors, go 2 videos back, I believe. So, everyone have a great day, and thanks for joining us. And California Mechanic, Red 87. And any point in time you like what you saw, you can hit that like and subscribe. And have a good day. Peace.